and welcome. So, we are given a parallelogram ABCD, and we're also told a couple of things. We're told that the side AB is 42, the side AD is 14, the angle CAD is 46, and the angle BAC is 28 degrees. And it asks us to find the measure of angle BCD. Now, if we're looking for an angle, we're going to be using the information of other angles. All right. The extra information we actually don't even need to know is the two line segments here. Now, suppose that we'll go over it. It could be randomized, or maybe you are trying to find a side and not an angle. We'll talk about it. All right. So first off, we're told that angle CAD, which how to read this is we go from C to A to D. So C to A to D. So that means this little angle inside here, that is 46 degrees. Okay, we're also told that angle BAC, so B to A to C, so this little angle down there, that angle we're told is 28 degrees. And if we want to find BCD, okay, BCD, you'll notice is the whole shebang, it's that entire angle. So we want to find that whole one there. Well, this is actually not too hard as long as you know your theorems for parallelograms. So for angles, you have two theorems when it comes to parallelograms. You're told, not told, but your first theorem for parallelogram is that if you have opposite angles, those are congruent, so angles that are directly opposite of each other, which means that our two angles here are 28 plus 46, which makes up the entirety of angle A, right, should equal the other angle, our missing angle that we need to find, because they should be congruent, right? Both of our blue angles here, those are congruent to each other. Likewise, if we had this angle up here, the whole thing, it would be congruent the same as the entire angle down below. Okay, that's your first angle theorem. The next one is adjacent angles, meaning if you had this angle, I needed to find this angle, then that is going to be adding up to 180, right? That plus, so angle A, 28 plus 46 plus whatever the angle of B is, should equal 180 degrees. Okay, so that is your other theorem when it comes to parallelograms for angles. So it's opposite angles are congruent, adjacent are supplementary, meaning they add up to 180. Okay, so let's finish solving for this one. So we'd say, all right, 28 plus 46, that is 60, and then 8 plus 6 is 14. So that should be 74. And we'll notice 74 is one of the measure choices down below. And that would be your answer. Now the other information is what if we were solving for sides? Well, AB is 42. And we're told that AD, let me do this in a different color, is 14. Now the other theorem when it comes to, there are two theorems when it comes to lengths in parallelograms. The more commonly used theorem is going to be the opposite sides are congruent. So that means that if 14 is the length from A to D, the opposite side BC is also 14, right? If 42 is the length from A to B, that should be the length from D to C. Diagram's not the scale. Very important. Okay. And then also, you may not need to know this one, but there's also a theorem that says that this point right in the middle, what we call bisects the two sides here. So that means that that side is congruent to the other. So if this was like 4, this should also be 4. And that's your last. That is all your theorems for parallelograms. But that's it. That's the question. Alrighty. Thanks for watching.